It's just about time for some American football in front of this fired-up crowd here at London's Wembley Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions. Andres Borregalis ready to get us started. And we are underway in London. Here's Tom Kennedy on the return. Making some progress here. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Hits the 20. Touchdown on an incredible return. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots, nothing.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Jukes away from one. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Kate, we've hardly gotten into this game, and already he's headed out there with a mission right in front of him. This sideline, you can feel it. They're still stunned after the return put him in the immediate hole. And it's now his responsibility to captain this offense downfield and at the very least neutralize the momentum, but ideally answer with a score of their own.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's May. That's incomplete left side. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at 4th down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Goff on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long. Well, I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Patriots offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play action, May. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 1st down.
Set him back 5, it's 1st and 15 after the penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. So the flag cost him 5, but he picks up 6. We've got 2nd and 9.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the gun, it's May. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
From the red zone on 1st. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots reach pay dirt for the first time this game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Corey Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Patriots tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Kennedy now to return it. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. So 20 yards on that play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10 from the 32. Again, it's Gibbs. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. We have an injured player here. Looks like it's a member of the Patriots in some discomfort. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, one secret ingredient on these jet sweeps to take off like that, Kate, it's timing. We talk about timing and precision in the passing game, but it's the same thing on a jet sweep. You got to hand it off just at the right time to capture an edge like he just did.
They send a tight end in motion. They go play action with Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he'll fight ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. Screen here for Gibbs. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good. For our Lions, first down.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Gibbs scores. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a second quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Patriots 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
May trying again here on 2nd. They'll get this to Henry. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Motion man left is Brown. Made a throw it. Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Made out a throw on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out.
17 yards.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Henderson here from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Going to the ground again on 1st. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
May now on third down. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock, it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
A 29-yard attempt.
Corey Gallis connects. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's intended to. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Off play action, Goff. Has the connection to right. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He's him on a quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Coming right is Gibbs. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down throw from Goff.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they come, second down. From the gun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher, and I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Patriots back on offense late in the first half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. That is enough time to put something together. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. First down throw for May. Finds him over the middle. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from the 43. May now. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's May again. Henry on the catch. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Throwing again, it's May. It is caught left side. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. Borregales connects, and that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
makes the score.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Dortch now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much.
In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the 3rd quarter. Two quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. Return coming from the 6. Escapes the defender, and he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The New England offense with the football. They get it first here in the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Here's May. That's taken in by Henry. Short pickup to their own 31. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Motion the tight end over. May now from the gun. Finds his man over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Connects on the crosser. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. A give up the middle to Stevenson. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's May. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. He gets 6 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. A give left side to Stevenson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. Yeah. I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Running the counter, Stevenson. And call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on third down. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that, actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Stevenson, and he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots take the lead right away in half number 2. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Flying forward on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Kennedy now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Lions get ready to return to the field. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Shotgun snap here to go. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Finds Pacheco out of the backfield. Well, he got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. The Lions readying for the punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. They dodge the tackle. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Patriots is hurt. Going to need some help out there. First down now, ball at the 33. They go play action. Here's May. Finds his fullback. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. And they send a man in motion. May off the play fake. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. Get 16 yards on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
It's Pacheco again. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Right back to Pacheco. And not much space available there, maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. It's on target to Williams. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Tackle made by Harold Landry. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. They send the tight end in motion. Goff on 3rd. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. All right, partner, think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
They'll try for two. Goff gets his line set.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth.
Makes the score Lions 22, Patriots 19.
Well, that right there, a very important two-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Off the play action, May. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. And gain 11 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 1st down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. Operating from the gun, here's May. And they come up with 7 following that flag. That sets up 2nd and 8.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Here's May to the air. He finds Brown right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st down throw for May. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
On play action, here's May. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. We have an injured player here. Looks like it's a member of the Patriots in some discomfort. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. The give inside to Stevenson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Patriots trail by a field goal. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Throwing now. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and goal, Stevenson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal. Now bring the tight end in motion. Back to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. To throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game.
Touchdown, New England.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Lions 22.
Borregales on to send it away. Dortch now to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Lions offense returning to the field. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They send St. Brown in motion left. Setting up to pass. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Here he is to throw. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
At the 49-yard line.
Offense is set. This is second and 2. He'll look to throw it. That could be a Patriots make the play that should win them this game.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. May gets it on the design keeper. So this is a win for the Patriots. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.